Okay mga kamatis, mga kaibigan, merong isang magandang tanong dito na gusto kong sagutin din in my own way. Kaso kung gusto niyo namang panoorin 'to sa channel ni Garawi, kasi galing 'to sa channel ni Garawi, shout out sa'yo bro. Isa sa mga good friend ko 'tong si Garawi at maganda yung kanyang perspective sa mga bagay-bagay kasi ay ini-integrate niya yung religion and logic very very good. Ibang-iba yung approach niya kay Melon. Si Meliap kasi medyo maangas yung kanyang bagsakan dun and purely para siyang si Melo kasi parang pag nag-argue siya parang si Eli Soriano. Ito naman pag may sophistication naman yung galaw ni Garawi. That's why I really appreciate yung mga ito. Napakaganda ng sagot niya dito sa tanong na to. Napakasimple ng medyo komplikado yung tanong pero simple yung sagot niya. Now, ito po yung kanyang page, panoorin niyo na lang po. Maraming salamat ulit kay Garawi for the content. So, pakinggan muna natin yung tanong tapos sa-summarize ko yung sagot niya. Pero I implore you na panoorin pa rin yung video ni Garawi. Okay, pakinggan natin.
Odds na observe ko lang na parang madami ang gumagawa ng masama sa mundo pero successful sila. Ang sabi next life naman dun sila magdurusa
Okay.
dahil sa paghuhukom ng Diyos. Paano kung wala palang next life?
Yun.
Nakalibre sila ng kasamaan dito sa mundo.
Okay, so of course panoorin nyo kay Garawi yan. Pero yung TLDR nung sagot niya is about risk-reward ratio. Siyempre panoorin nyo na lang sa channel niya pero ang sinasabi niya dyan is the risk outweighs the ratio of the reward. Ibig sabihin, mas marami kang talo kapag gumawa ka ng masama kasi nga eternity ang kaparusahan. Pero I beg to differ first because I have a different understanding of what does eternity look like, 'di ba? Paano ba yung eternity na yan, mga kamatis, mga kaibigan? This is a basic concept na gusto kong intindihin nyo. Now first, let's go to mathematics first. Sabi sa mathematics ng ganon, there are infinities that are larger than other infinities. Halimbawa, yung infinity plus 1. Technically speaking, mas malaki yan sa infinity lang. Gets? Okay? But then again, as mortals, we don't care about the concept of infinity plus 1 and infinite. That's almost negligible for us. Ibig sabihin, infinity naman parehas yan eh. So, when does it stop? But for someone, for mathematical purposes, there are larger infinities more than others, di ba? Meron talagang ganun. There are even smaller infinities. Now, that is a conceptual understanding of what infinite is, but that is not the real world. In physics, mga kamatis, mga kaibigan, everything is supposed to end sometime one way or another. Scientists are now postulating on how our universe will end. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya infinite. Some physicists are saying that we will have a great crunch or everything will just, di ba meron tayong Big Bang that everything is expanding. There may be sometime in our time, in the grand time of the universe, probably we will crunch down into a singularity. Pwedeng ganon. And sabi naman ng iba, it will just continue expanding indefinitely. So, if it expands indefinitely, ibig sabihin our position in the known universe is constantly changing. Hindi mo nararamdaman yan. Pero when you are kunyari si Galactus ka, na eater of the universe, makikita mo that relative to your position, you're moving, gumagalaw ka kasi nga the universe is moving, the universe is constantly expanding, so you are also expanding relative to your position. That's amazing, right? So eventually you would collide with another planet, probably another galaxy, probably another solar system. Probably would have the 3-star problem. Shout out sa Netflix. So this could all happen in time. Now, ang pinag-uusapan natin dito is eternity. We don't even know if the universe is eternal. Ibig sabihin, if it has a beginning and it has an end. And we are now postulating that it had a beginning. Ang beginning nito ay yung Big Bang Theory, hindi yung show. Yung the Big Bang Theory, the concept. Now, how did it happen? In the beginning, there was nothing. Ganyan. Pero because of quantum particles being weird, as they are, some of them would quantum tunnel. They would appear, they would disappear. 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 And even today, we know that it has happened. We can observe that, the concept of quantum tunneling. So, what scientists was postulating back in the day was that merong isang particle na nag-appear and then there's another. And then they annihilated with each other and that started a cycle of the creation dito sa ating mundo. Hence, sabi ni Stephen Hawking na ganon, well, we don't really need a God to create the universe. It just happens, Sabi niya sa The Universe in a Nutshell, or I forgot the title of the book, but you can search for it sa Google. So, that is what happened in... tapos ngayon, nandito na tayo sa conundrum na to. Evolution happened in the universe, and now we are here. We are here asking the universe, what will happen if I become a bad person? But what is bad? What is good? There are some laws that are not available in other countries. Halimbawa, sa North Korea, if you talk shit about their leader, that's bad. You go to jail. So, relative to their moral standards, you are committing a crime. You are bad if you talk shit about the supreme leader. But in the Philippines, you don't have that. You can talk a lot of shit to their to their leader. It doesn't matter. So even morality is relative to the laws that men build. However, there are ideas like, for example, it is detrimental to kill each other because killing each other actually impedes evolutionary progress. So we could consider evolutionary morality as another form of laws that we can break. But the concept of eternity, it's still not. We haven't answered this yet. To us mortal, what does eternity actually look like in the physical world? Now, kunyari, alam niyo ba kung gaano nakatanda ang mundo? 4.4 billion years old. Teka lang, i-google ko. Hey Siri, how old is the universe? How old is the Earth? Yan, sabi dito sa 4.5 billion years old. So that's a lot of years, 4.5 billion years, 'di ba? Sabing ganoon na ganyan nakatanda yung ating mundo. Now, why am I bringing this up? Kasi I know that the universe is 14.9 billion years old. And the punishment is saying that if you do bad things for the 80 years of your life, you will get punished more than 4.9 billion years, more than the age of our universe. Yung punishment mo for doing crimes for 80 years. Let's say araw-araw sa 80 years gumagawa ka ng krimen. Okay? So, sa justice system kasi natin ngayon, from what I understand, may life imprisonment. So, life imprisonment, I forgot. So, tanungin uli natin kay Siri. Hey Siri, in the Philippines, how long is reclusion perpetua? Okay, ayan. Mahusay itong si Siri. Okay, ayan. Reclusion perpetua, how long? 40 years. Yan, 40 years maximum lang according to to Google. Okay? So, pero pag heinous crimes, may lifetime imprisonment. Let's say that 80 years. Okay? 80 years of your 80 years yung maximum para talagang lifetime imprisonment. I-maximize natin. Now, 80 years, if for example, you're doing evil things for 1 year of for example, you are going to get punished 80 years for the 80 years you commit a crime. Halimbawa, since 1 year old ka pa lang, pinaparusahan ka na. That's 80 times 80. That's 6,400 years. Okay? Pero i-maximize natin yon. Let's say, sa 80 years, mayroong ilang araw ka. Ilang araw yan? 365 days. Okay? 29,200 yung 29,200 days yung iyong buhay sa mundong ibabaw na to. Let's say you get punished for every year of your life ng 80 years times 80. Meron kang 2,336 2,300,036 years kang paparusahan sa dagat-dagatang apoy. Okay? Let's put that into perspective. The known universe is 4.9 billion years old. The Earth is 4.5 billion years. Somehow, the punishment of almost 2.5 million years of getting burned in hell is not justified for doing 80 years of bad things. And that is putting a maximum on every other day that you live your life. How absurd is that? Come on. And hindi pa naman tapos ang universe eh. The universe can go indefinitely. And you're going to be punished for eternity. Ganyan. So pag pinag-usapan natin yung risk and reward ratio, you have to be specific with the mathematics. Because if I'm looking at it in a mathematical perspective, it is unfair. It is unjust for this being that even if you do bad things for the rest of your life, from day 1 to day 2, ganyan ka. So I guess the risk and reward ratio is not something that I will accept. Di ba? I guess I will accept better that if there exists a supreme being, he will give you another 80 to rectify your situation. Because I believe that the being who is who is supreme in intelligence also understand game theory optimal moves. And one of the game theory optimal moves is that meron silang tinatawag na perfect information. Pero bukas na natin pag-usapan yun, di ba? Ayun lang naman. Gaya mga Lods, react na!